Everybody knows I'm dance with the harlots and the heroin. Hello everyone, long time no see. I've been busy. I finally started playing shows again. I'm trying to book more right now. Venues are still hesitant. Had to cancel a couple dates down in Florida just because the COVID is hyping up again. It's piping up, getting all crazy down there, so a lot of places are closing. So thank you everyone who's been coming out to the shows. I do appreciate it. And thank you for everyone who's been tipping and trying to help me get through this non-show playing time. And make sure everyone checks out the NDATL. It's a company that I'm starting that's going to give shout-outs to local artists. They're going to give shout-outs to indie boutique pedal companies, indie bands, new releases, shows coming up. Just come to me. I'll make sure I blast it out on all of the pages. And just so we can all kind of help each other. We can get each other's fans. We can, just all check each other out and then enjoy what could be the indie scene, like it used to be. So today what we're going to do is we're going to be going over one of my favorite things. This is going to be LTS 3, Misheard lyrics. So I woke up this morning and I was thinking about the Friends theme song. And when Friends came out, I was pretty young and angsty. And the chorus, or the theme song by the Rembrandts, I thought, everyone's going to think I'm crazy now, but it gets to the part where it's like, feels like you're always stuck in second gear when it hasn't been your day, your week, or month, or even your year. The proper lyric. I thought it was, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, well, weep in your tears. Which, looking back, I grew up listening to The Cure. I grew up listening to all that type of music. I assume all music was going to be that amazing and that aggressively emotional. But it isn't, and that song's awesome, and obviously it's one of the biggest sitcoms maybe ever. So that was one of my embarrassing things. There's so many. There's lesser ones, I for a long time thought there's a few. The theme song to Pete and Pete, which I perform live. I perform when you go see me play. I always thought he said, because the song's called Hey Sandy, and it's, I'm assuming in reference to a parental figure or something of that nature, right? So I'm thinking he says, don't you talk back, hey Sandy. In reality, he's saying, does your dog bite? Which in reference, if you see him on paper, you're like, these don't even look remotely alike. How could this possibly be the same thing? How could you have thought that? But when I was young, that's what I thought. I honestly thought it said, don't you talk back, hey Sandy. Still, to this day, think that lyric's actually pretty good. It would have made sense at least. But I was thinking, what other ones? I was talking around. Erin said she thought when she first heard Come As You Are by Nirvana that he says, and I swear that I don't have a God, as opposed to, and I swear that I don't have a gun. Which, once again, young, angsty kids, you're going to look for that, well, that's probably what he's saying, haha, kind of thing. But, it's like that. I don't really know what to say about that. Everyone's got their own thing. So I looked up some lists of commonly misread lyrics. And to be honest, a lot of them are dumb. One was the Starship song, We Built This City. And everyone knows they built this city on rock and roll. No one thought they built this city on sausage rolls. That's what I saw earlier. No one, they didn't get together and they're like, we built this city on sausage rolls. No one, that's absurd. I feel like some of these are just, you could say something funny in replace of it. It's there's a fine line between hearing something incorrectly and doing a Weird Al parody version of it. Yeah, I could take any song and just add asinine crazy lyrics, but that's not mishearing them. So some of these I'm like, all right. So the first one on this list is We Built the City on Sausage Rolls. That no one thought that. No one I've ever met in the history of my life who have been listening to that song basically my entire life, I've never heard anyone say that. The second one is pretty ridiculous. The second one is everyone remembers the song the I believe in miracles, there you are, you sexy thing, girl, whatever. Apparently, it's commonly misheard as I remove umbilicals. It showed up on a couple lists today. There's no way someone was sitting there like, you sexy thing, I remove umbilicals. Maybe they're saying, like, you want to have kids with them? I have no idea where you would even... I mean, sometimes context has to come in, at least somewhat. You gotta have some sort of context. You just can't be like, hey, sexy thing, hey, look at you, hot mama. Hey, have I mentioned about all the, surgeries I've been doing to feeding tubes for babies, essentially? No. What? You gotta have some sort of context. I mean, it's getting stupid. Like, that's stupid. Alright, I hate this song, and I hate the majority of the songs this band has made in the past 20 years. But there's a Red Hot Chili Pepper song that's like, fly away on my Zephyr, which is a dumb lyric, and it's a kind of stupid band. But a lot of people thought he said, fly away on my sofa. I could see that. A lot of people who listen to Red Hot Chili Peppers don't know any better anyways. Now this one I thought was really funny. I play this song still. The song is called Monkey Gone to Heaven. Keep in mind, the title of the track is called Monkey Gone to Heaven. It's by one of my favorite bands of all time, the Pixies. They think this monkey's gone to Devon. You think that they just named it Monkey Gone to Heaven, but then in the chorus we're like, we got you. We're going to say he's gone to Devon. I mean, the chorus is, this monkey's gone to heaven. I thought he said, because the high voice comes in, this monkey's fly to... I always thought they said fly, like the high vocal said fly, but it says gone. I mean, that's mishearing something. Thinking that the song says he's going to Devon, what world would that make any sense? I mean, Frank, he's an amazing songwriter, lyricist, he does some weird stuff periodically, but monkey going to Devon, that doesn't even make sense. So, once again, that's a stupid one. I don't know this song, but there's... Oh, I guess there is. Oh, alright, so Daft Punk's Get Lucky's on the list. And there's a lot... The song, like the Legend of the Phoenix. I guess people think he says, like the Legend of the Penis. But I think, again, that's just sophomore malarkey. No one's actually thinking that he said that. I think someone just made that as a joke, and they're like, hold on, he doesn't really say that. But, yeah, whatever. This one is hilarious, and I could totally hear you hearing it wrong once, but then immediately being like, oh, that's stupid, I am definitely wrong. It's the Kings of Leon song, Sex on Fire. And, it's, oh, the sex is on fire. They thought it said, oh, dyslexics on fire. Like there were a group of people who suffer from dyslexia who had been lit ablaze, and he was singing a song about it for some reason. I mean, it gets, I'm guessing the verses lead up to a sexual on fire chorus, but reality is, it's all these things like building up, and there's like, hey, look at all those people with reading impediments, like, they are on fire. I mean, or maybe, just maybe, he went somewhere and people were overcoming dyslexia, and he was like, man, those dyslexics are on fire right now. Like, maybe it's like a positive boost, like, way to go, you guys did it, I'm so proud. Or maybe it's just a stupid thing that someone who's clearly stupid. The song is called Sex on Fire. So, I just want to throw that out there, too. Like, for all the songs that people are mistaking the lyrics when the actual song is this, like, the chorus is the song title, I mean, I don't know how you're messing that one up, but whatever. I digress. Let's see. Alright, so the Bob Dylan song, Blowin' in the Wind. This is, it's stupid, but I guess you could... Bob Dylan's already hard enough to understand just when you know the words. But it's from Blowin' in the Wind, and he says, "The answer, my friend, is blowin' in the wind." Everyone knows the song. It's kind of a classic tune. I mean, it's Bob Dylan. If you love him or you hate him, whatever. People thought it said, "These ants are my friends. They're blowing in the wind." First of all, ants are strong as shit. Ants don't get blown around in wind. There'd have to be some pretty intense wind. They can grip almost anything. So, for whoever thought that, get around some ants. They're tough. They can hold on to... Okay. This one is... Once again, there's a point where it just becomes so ridiculous that you're like, no one... You might have heard that once or just joked around about it, but no one actually thought the lyrics were this. Like, the Eddie Money classic, 2 Tickets to Paradise. Keep in mind, name of the song, 2 Tickets to Paradise. I've got 2 tickets to paradise. I've got 2 tickets. Says it a bunch. 2 tickets to paradise. Pack your bags, we'll leave tonight. 2 tickets to paradise. See how that all, works? Someone thought it said, "I've got 2 chickens to paralyze. I've got 2 chickens to paralyze. Pack your bags, let's leave tonight?" Kind of sadistic psychopath Eddie Money if he's talking about paralyzing chickens. Second of all, I met Eddie Money. He's very nice. He was super cool when I met him. And so I take offense to that. I would understand if you thought he said, "I've got 2 tickets and paradise," or something like that. Like I don't know, like something like saying like a pair of die, like he has dice. Like, I'd understand if you maybe thought that, but I mean, what? Like, I've got 2 chickens to paralyze? Keep in mind, this came out in, the late 70s. It was also a big enough hit, I'm pretty sure he performed it on, Saturday Night Live. So, let me wrap my head around, alright, so there were some dumb songs in the 70s. We can all agree on that. There's dumb songs always. But, there's some, your catchy songs that have dumb choruses that don't really make any sense. That's fine. But there's no way that someone was like, "I just love his vibe. I don't care if he's singing about paralyzing chickens." No. Alright, this one I'm not even going to humor with any sort of afterwards. Someone thought that Will Smith's "Gettin' Jiggy with It," title of the song, was "Kick a Chicken with It." Title of the song, "Getting Jiggy with It." They thought it was "Kick a Chicken with It." Na 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 na, kick a chicken with it. So whomever in this case was listening to Eddie Money and then was like, "Man, this guy's paralyzing chickens." And then probably was like, "Oh, at least we'll listen to some Will Smith now. The Fresh Prince got some new hits for us. Kick a chicken with it." Like, this person just has deep-rooted hatred toward poultry. Like, what is happening here that makes him think, yeah, he's probably saying kick a chicken with it. 850 IS if you need a lift. Who's the kid in the drop? Who else? Will Smith. Kick a chicken with it. That's not a phrase. I mean, shit, getting jiggy with it hasn't been a phrase. Even when that came out, it really wasn't even a phrase. It had been already far gone by the time this came out. This is what, on Millennium or something? Like, yeah, so, people, you let me down. As someone, I'm not discrediting the Misheard world, because I myself am a victim, I guess not victim of it. I am a perpetrator. I am the one who is out there doing it. I am the one victimizing these songs, I guess. I personally, everyone's like, "Oh, you saying you know all these songs." I barely know the lyrics to my own songs, and I wrote them about my life, and I don't know them. So, but I know it's not 2 chickens to paralyze, and I'm also pretty sure that I've never kick a chicken with it, na 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 na, in my puffy jacket. You might think I had, but I've never done that. Okay. This is Pink Floyd's Another Brick in the Wall. Everyone knows the song. All in all, we're just another brick in the wall. We don't need no education. Children, mind you. Children are chanting this toward, the people in charge. Whatever. The rocket scientist that came up with this was, we don't need no sex vacation. Alright, so most of you have attended school at a young age. I mean, you might not have finished high school. You might not have finished middle school. But you at least went to some sort of elementary school at that point, at that age range. If you were chanting to teachers, we don't need no sex vacation. First of all, it's not proper English. So you're saying you don't need none of that. You do need some of that. But that being said, I've always hated that line. The song's okay. The video was kind of interesting when I was young. I enjoyed the music video, but to be honest, I could take or leave it. Pink Floyd in general, they were just a good pop rock band in their time. They wrote good songs. I don't need to idolize them. Lots of great bands have come and gone. But people love them. And the fact that, it's clearly children chanting that we don't need no education. Very clearly saying that. They're hearing, we don't need no sex vacation. That's once again one of those, are we trying to be funny kind of thing? Alright, now this one actually is pretty hilarious. I do cover this song still, and it's one of my favorite songs maybe ever written. It's really great. It's by this Canadian fella named Bryan Adams. And the line is, it's the summer of 69. He is, I got my first real 6-string, at the 5 and awesome lyric. It's one of the best written songs. It's, for whatever reason, makes me feel like I want to be young again, like getting my guitar, writing, hanging out with my girlfriends when I was, a teenager. That was awesome. It has this, this feel to it. Obviously, I didn't grow up in 1969, but, for me, it could be 1999. How about that? They thought it said, I got my first real sex dream. So, I will defend this one for this one reason. The song is Summer of 69. Already has a weird connotation there. He also is talking about, a coming of age. So I could also see that. Also, not everyone knows how many strings are on a guitar. I mean, granted, context, he does say, I played until my fingers bled, the next line. But, in their defense, he could have easily been like, I got my first real sex dream. I mean, whatever. People aren't bright, but I could totally see, in context, them being like, well, yeah, summer 69, talking about his girlfriend, and how they were in love that summer, and he was, coming of age, all his friends got older, and they all, blah, blah, blah. I could see that. I'm giving you a little bit of rope there. But as far as some of these others, I mean, come on. This one's actually pretty funny, too. It doesn't make any sense, but it's funny. All right, so The Police, Message in a Bottle. It's an amazing song. It's one of my favorites. So let's say it's like... Oh, I'm out of tune. What's up? So it's... So if you're gonna start it, you'd say, a year's passed since I wrote my note. So, a year's passed since I wrote my note. That's pretty awesome. It's the telling of a man stranded. Obviously there's deeper subtext to it. But the physical lyrics are, a year's passed since I wrote my note. You know? So, some person thought, a year's passed since I broke my nose. A year has passed since I broke my nose. I mean, I guess it could sonically fit, like, in each... But, why do you think that? Like, what makes you think that, like, he's like, I'm sending out an SOS. I've had this broken nose for a year now. I mean, a year has passed since I broke my nose. I'll send a message in a bottle, Like, how does that not make total sense? Yeah. Okay, so Bon Jovi's Living on a Prayer. Everyone knows the lyrics to this because it's kind of a bar fan favorite. Like, you hear it on, it's like, oh, we're halfway there, oh, living on a prayer. The line is, it doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and it's like a pre-chorus. They thought it was, it doesn't make a difference if we're naked or not. I mean, we got each other, and that's a lot. I mean, honestly, this kind of works to the song. Like, it doesn't make a difference if they're naked or not. It could be more of a reference of, like, yes, we have a deep connection. We're living on a prayer. It's not, a strictly physical connection. Like, it doesn't make a difference. We've got each other, and that's enough, whatever. Like, so that might actually work. I mean, of all the stupid ones I've read, that one actually might work. Alright, we're just moving past this. People have butchered Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Like, legitimately. Like, on different ones, people have messed up every part. Like, Girl with Kaleidoscope Eyes, Girl with Kaleidos Goes By. Like, and there was another one, like, Lucy in the Sky. Like, Lucy was messed up with something. I don't know. A lot of that song gets messed up. Okay, so this one's from the Eagles, Hotel California. What a nice surprise, bring your alibis, like that part. Apparently somebody was thinking, what a nice surprise, when your rabbi dies. When your rabbi dies? Okay, so I don't think that Don Henley is Jewish. I could be wrong. I don't know him personally, and I've never looked into any of his beliefs. To be honest, I like to keep it pretty surface level with Don Henley. I don't need to know anything more about him. I enjoyed his couple solo albums. End of Innocence, that was great. And obviously the Eagles are great, but I don't need to know any more about him. I also don't think he would think it was such a great surprise if a rabbi died. So that would be a weird lyric. I mean, the lyrics are kind of weird to that. But it's supposed to be playing off like I'm pretty sure it's playing off like the music industry. Like it's kind of a play on that, as opposed to it being a play on maybe Judaism. What a nice surprise when your rabbi dies. All right, so someone this one there's no possible way, but lyrics, Venus as a boy. So the words are, it's Venus as a boy. Someone has taken it as, his penis has a boil. Yep. Some real strong thinkers out there. So, let's move on past that. Okay, think they went, alright, so Jet, if any remember, or the group Mystery Jets, they had a song called Two Doors Down. I'm not terribly familiar with this band, to be honest. But it says, I think I'm in love with the girl 2 doors down. So, someone thought it was, I think I'm in love with the girl who goes down. I mean, I don't know the song. I can't make any true reference to that, to be honest. Like, it is what it is. This one shows up on a lot of lists. This is Jimi Hendrix, Purple Haze, and he's obviously talking about doing drugs because he enjoyed them. He lived life hard and fast, and it was awesome. He had a great time. He did a lot in his very short lifetime, and he'll be forever immortalized. This line, I mean, I'm sure he was very sexually liberated, but I highly doubt he ever would throw in a song, "Excuse me while I kiss this guy." He says, "Excuse me while I kiss the sky." One could only assume he's talking about a higher being, like getting high, doing something like that. But I at no point was like, "Excuse me while I kiss this guy." No, that was... I'm pretty sure the label at that point would have been like, hold on, Jimmy, what'd you say? Can we lose the part where you stop, you excuse yourself to kiss this fella? Not that there's anything wrong with it, but what does that have to do with the rest of the song? So, yeah, I don't think that's it. It's kind of funny. I mean, because whatever, it fits. I don't know the song, Casbian's Fire, and the lyric is "I'm on fire," and people think it's "I've got piles." I don't know the song. I cannot do anything. Okay, well this song, I don't know the song either, but this is actually a pretty funny misread. The Maccabees, "First Love," the song is "Do You Miss Home?" And apparently people think he was saying, "Do you miss hoes?" I mean, he might. Alright, I don't know any of you people. Okay, now this one. We're back to real music, not some, like, Django Djangos. Who the hell's Django Djangos? We're talking about, like, ones that more than 10 people have heard. Okay, Alright, so if everyone remembers the CNC Music Factory, I mean, I hope you all do, because they had some real hits, but they had a huge hit called "Gonna Make You Sweat." In parentheses, "Everybody Dance Now." Everybody dance now. Say it throughout the whole song. Apparently it was commonly heard, "Everybody's dead now." Let the rhythm take control, let the music be. Everybody's dead now. Yeah, it definitely takes a different turn if you're saying "everybody's dead now." The song was a fun dance song. I remember it growing up. But, Alright, so "Smells Like Teen Spirit" gets a lot. I read one earlier where it's like, "With the lights out, it's less dangerous. Here we are now in containers." But the words are, "Here we are now, entertain us." This one is from "Smells Like Teen Spirit," "A mosquito, my libido." It's right at the very end of the chorus, like, "A mosquito, my libido, yeah, dun, 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 dun," like, whatever. So everyone knows that part. They thought, "I'm a skittle, I'm a beetle." I mean, truthfully, if you've ever heard the original version of it, the original version of "Smells Like Teen Spirit," he does say a bunch of weird stuff. He's like, "Now I'm famous," and all this stuff, so whatever. I mean, I could totally see, considering no one understands anything he says really in that entire song, I could totally see someone being like, "I'm a skittle, I'm a beetle, yeah, dun, 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 dun." Because, I mean, it's not like "a mosquito, my libido" is anything more normal or weird than a skittle and a beetle. I mean, it's all relative, I guess. The song "To Become One," "Wanna Make Love to You, Baby." A lot of people thought they were saying, "I want to make love to your baby." So the Spice Girls, hit song "To Become One," someone's thought it says, "I want to make love to your baby," which is a weird thing to say. But I mean, there's a lot of weird, wiggle room with that. So I don't, Marilyn Manson. All right, I love Marilyn Manson. I think he is a great songwriter. I think the image, I thought it all was very cool. The song "The Beautiful People," which is on Antichrist Superstar, one of the best albums he's done. There's a line that says, "If you live with apes, man, it's hard to be clean." A lot of people thought he said, "Your lemonade stand is on a big plane." I guess if you're looking for a strange metaphor, maybe they were like, yeah, that's probably what he's saying, because that makes sense. But reality is that doesn't make sense. Your lemonade stand is on a big plane. Instead of, you live with apes, man, it's hard to be clean. Everybody, okay. Everyone remembers the song Stone Temple Pilots, STP's Creep. It's like, he says, everybody run, Bobby's got a gun. So people thought it said Barbie's got a gun. That really doesn't change anything, because that could have been just a term used for a girl or someone named Barbara. I mean, that doesn't change the song much. That's just changing a name. So, I mean, whatever. That's an okay one to like miss here. All right, so Enter Sandman, where he says, dreams of wars, dreams of lies, dreams of dragon's fire, and all the things that will bite. Those are the lyrics of Enter Sandman. Dreams of war, dreams of life, dreams of dragon's fire, and all the things that will bite. Whatever. Someone thought it was dreams of war, dreams of lives, dreams of dragon's fire, and of baked apple pie. No one thought that. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, so... okay, so the Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way. Ain't nothing but a heartache, ain't nothing but a mistake. Someone thought, tummy why, ain't nothing but a fart, hey, ain't nothing but a meat steak. So I'll say this, that's somebody being stupid. That's somebody trying to parody something that they heard. Because you could easily mistake words in this and not have it, tummy why, ain't nothing but a fart, hey. Okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, this alright, so this is Robert Palmer's Addicted to Love. Great song, rest in peace, that dude's awesome. So the words, everyone knows, might as well face it, you're addicted to love. Name of the song, Addicted to Love, chorus, might as well face it, you're addicted to love. So, Robert Palmer's Addicted to Love was figured out as, might as well face it, you're a dick with a glove. I mean, that could be it too, I guess. I don't. Another one that was really popular, that I actually thought was wrong, that Blank Space by Taylor Swift. Got a long list of ex-lovers or whatever, which is already a weird line. You're like 12, why do you have such a long list of ex-lovers? But, I was positive she said Starbucks lovers. No, Starbucks lovers. Because it just sounded like Starbucks. Like, it didn't make sense. I don't try to break down lyrically songs by people that I don't think are good songwriters. So I generally don't go too deep into, like, a lot of, like real surface type music. I'm not going to try to figure it out. If you wrote Starbucks lovers, more power to you, great song, whatever. Like, I don't try to, like, look for a deeper meaning in things. But when I heard that, I was like, that doesn't make sense. And then when someone, or I looked it up and was like, got a long list of ex-lovers, I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, whatever. It's fine. It is what it is, like, so, alright, but I've been rattling on for 30 minutes now, so thank you guys for listening. I'm going to be back with a new cover song. I think I'm going to do a Blink-182 song next. Actually, no, I think I already did a Blink-182 song. We'll figure something out. But thank you so much. Make sure you donate and follow me and follow the NDATL on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff. I'll put a link in the description. But Goodbye and farewell.
Everybody knows I'm dancing with